Hello everyone, this is Rosie and I would like to introduce you in my responsible groupmate. Successful emergency management relies upon experience and expertise. And when you have an emergency, there is the urge to do whatever it takes to be told to get assistance. Methods of emergency rescue transfer. We have one-man carry methods, one-man assess drag methods, two-man assess carry methods, three-man carry methods, four-man carry, six-man carry, eight-man carry. This is Lover's Carry. Rescuers stand on either side of the victim's chest. The rescuer's hand nearest the feet grabs the victim's wrist on the side of the victim. The rescuer's other hand grabs the clothing of the shoulder nearest them, pulling and lifting the victim's arm. The rescuers bring the victim into the sitting position. This is Fireman's Carry. Place your arms under the victim's knees and around her back. Firefighters carry. This technique is for carrying a victim longer distances. It is very difficult to get a person up to this position from the ground. Getting the victim into position requires very strong rescuer or an assistant. This is PACKSTRAP CARRY. Place both the victim's arms over your shoulders. Cross the victim's arm, grasping the victim's opposite wrist. Pull the arms close to your chest. Squat slightly. Drive your hips into the victim while bending slightly at the waist. Balance your load on your hips and support the victim with your legs. This is piggyback carry. Stand up straight with your arms hanging loosely at your side. Have your partner stand behind you. Bend your knees slightly and have your partner place their arms over your shoulders. Reach straight back with your arms underneath your partner's leg and slowly raise the raider and strengthening your legs. One person assists to walk. For conscious, to perform a walking assist, place the injured or ill person arm across your shoulders and hold it in place with your one hand. Support the person with your other hand around the person's waist. In this way, your body acts as a crutch, supporting the person's weight. Feet drag. Place the victim's arm over their shoulders so that they end up facing the same direction as the victim. Then, using their legs, they stand with them. The rescuers then move out, dragging the victim's leg behind. Armpit drag. Place the person in semi-sitting position. Move your hand under the arm of the patient and grasp the opposite wrist of the patient. Now, stand up slightly, lifting the patient's head back off the ground and walk backwards, dragging the patient. This is blanket drag. Keep the person between you and the blanket. Gather the half of a blanket and place it against the person's side. Roll the person as a unit toward you. Reach over and place the blanket so that it is positioned under the person. Then roll the person onto the blanket. The blanket drag can be used to move a person who, due to the severity of the injury, should not be lifted or carried by one person alone. Place the casualty in supine position on the blanket and pull the blanket along the floor. The four-hand seat. Both bearers position themselves behind the casualty and face each other. Each bearer grasps his own left wrist with his right hand and grasps the other bearer's right wrist with his left hand. This form of seat for the casualty. Hands as a leader. Left the leader in a smooth and even manner and keep it as level as possible at all times. If the terrain is level, choose the Firemans carry. Use the uphill carry to go up a hill or stair, and downhill to go down a hill or stair. For carry by extremities, two-person extremity carry. This is common carry that is used by the first responder and the military. It's easy performed, best suited for moving victim over even terrain, such as a long paved path or within a building. Both conscious and unconscious victim can be carried in this manner. Two-man ASSIT to walk. Two-man support carry can be used to transport either a conscious or an unconscious casualty. It is especially useful if the casualty is conscious and needs assistance walking. The bearers kneel on the sides of casualty and face the same direction as the casualty. This is the Hammock Carry. Reach under the victim and grasp one wrist and the opposite rescuer. The rescuer on the end will only be able to grasp one wrist and the opposite rescuer. The rescuers with only one wrist grasp will only use their free hands to support the victim's head and feet or legs. Alongside carry. Start with the victim on the ground. Both rescuers stand on either side of the victim's chest. The rescuer's hand nearest to the feet of the victim's wrist on the side of the victim. The rescuer's other hand grabs the clothing of the shoulders nearest them. This is the Firemans carry. This is a method of moving a casualty where you do not have a stretcher. Two people kneel either side of the casualty and place their arms under the casualty, so the casualty is supported from ankles to neck. One person gives you a command and the other three will follow. The command ready to left, followed by left, and all persons will lift the casualty at the same time, and step from kneeling on the floor to kneeling with one foot forward. After a pause, the command ready to left is given, again followed by left, and for all persons left the casualty at the same time and raised from the kneeling with one foot forward to standing, so that the patient can be carried by four persons to safety. This is six-man carry. Six-man carries to an injured person, rescues life and slide transfer, and secure patients to a safer place. Secure their entire spine, and maintaining immobilization until patient has been transported to a medical facility. This is for the 8-man carry. Obviously, the injured person carried by 8 responders. Place both the victim's arms over your shoulders. Cross the victim's arm, grasping the victim's opposite wrist. Pull the arm close to your chest. Squat slightly and drive your hips into the victim while bending slightly to the waist. Balance the load of your hips and support the victims with your legs.